All set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Short pass brought in. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Lamar out of the pistol. He's going deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From the red zone now. Complete Derrick Henry. It will go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Henry running left. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Here we go.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I will give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No, we changed it.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Then lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Take 30, take 26.
From the shotgun, here's Rogers. Complete to DK Metcalf. He's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Rogers from the gun. This is Metcalf working that right side. Galloping inside the 40. There he goes on the right side. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers will jump back to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Complete out to the right side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Caught at the 20-yard line. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens trim the lead to 1. Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Coming 50, hey, you block over here.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rogers. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Got it. 319. Clear, Mike. Yeah, live. Get 300. Get 300. 319.
Now Rogers on his 3rd and short. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Gain of 19 yards.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. It'll be a quality gain on the run. And that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Rodgers set to pass. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an on. Full effort.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, come on! Larry!
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
No, we changed it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now with Jackson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. And that one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Kid, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. And again, it's Jackson. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
It's not!
Jackson, quick pass wide. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Lamar throwing again. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Out of the gun, Henry. They make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. They picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing 3rd and goal.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
3rd and goal now. Can they find that final yard? What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They put Austin in motion left. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. The right side, caught by Wilson. He's going to have this one down to the 28. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's the Steelers' 1st down. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
1st down. 30. Back north.
Man in motion, headed right. To the line and 6. Here we go, 1st down.
Inside. 88, 88.
Now Rodgers. Cut at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. It is Cup, left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He'll this clean at the 30. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Ravens 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Switch! Ready, shot! Ready, shot! Shot!
Now Jackson off the play action. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Headed out right. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5.
What?
In the red zone now. Rolling out to his left. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. That penalty's on the offense, Brock, so that play is going to go down as a pick.
You see a flag as a defender, and I guarantee you your first thought is, oh, man, this is going to come back, right? Well, not this time. He gets to hang on to that interception.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. To the air on first down. Rogers. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it.
I can feel the anger all the way up here, Kate. They did not like giving up the big play, the lengthy touchdown. And they decided to release a little bit of that frustration via the special teams. That juice, that energy, you could feel it overwhelmed there and led to the block.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready, shot! Shot! Running! Ready, shot!
Looking to throw. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Back, relay, clear right. Go to 5th, 88, 88.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And in a brilliant play off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
And the Steeler first down.
Yeah, this. Inside. Get 300. Get 300.
First down throw here by Rodgers. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Warren can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know,
he runs it across. Touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead.
Ravens 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Get hot. Hey, middle. Get hot. You at X.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep hole. Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Hey, check 20. We need 18. 26. Check 30.
Rodgers from the gun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Clean breakup on that throw. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
50.
There defensively.
Back north. Jumbo.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Ravens 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. 1st down. Here's Lamar. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Justin Simmons. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
In motion right is Metcalf. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back. Jalen Warren. He's going to get this up to about the 28. He's very close to picking up that 1st down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there. They netted some positive yards.
3rd and 1. Now Rodgers. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's loaded another one up. Big gain downfield. And he gets this down near the 30. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens continuing to fight it, leaks. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
22. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Blast through midfield. Inside the 30. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead.
Ravens 22. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. He will get this inside the 30. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
I'm all about all my people now. I'm what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Ravens football. They're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes second and 22. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. They're trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing third and long.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a big play on the ground. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down, Warren. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Warren. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Quick pass, right side, complete. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Boswell able to knock it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on.
Lamar now from the gun. He's trying to go deep again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. We've got 2nd down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Throwing again is Lamar. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trying to do some window dressing. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
180.
Throwing from the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens take 7 points off the deficit. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he cuts it back right. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Boswell gets that point after to go. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Hill now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. So the rare double whammy, Brock. It's intercepted and there's offensive interference on the play, which, of course, they declined.
Yeah, we talk a lot about these receivers, right, having to fight through contact and play through penalties. Same thing on the other side. That defense has got to finish it, not just be satisfied with knocking the ball away, but actually taking it away.
And in his 6 yards to begin this one, we've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Here he goes again. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Steelers are running them out of the building. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after up and good from Boswell. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Ravens 29. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Trying to push deep downfield. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but... At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Wilson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Third and long, they're going to throw. He beams one, deep right side. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3 and out, partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback, and you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
Hurts comes out throwing. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. No luck finding his receiver that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, partner, I know you love your baseball analogies. That's 3 strikes right there. And this offense 3 and out to begin this game.
And I think next drive, play number 1 should be a run. What do you think?
Yeah, I completely agree. Good call. And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession.
11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Rolling left, buying some time. On the run. He's got it deep downfield. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. He started a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And all in a heck of a souvenir.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, It's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hurts trying again on second down. Man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called. They're finally, as you said, their first completion.
And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Begins with a run by Johnson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. They're throwing it. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throw, third and long. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Looking now from the gun. Going deep here for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6, so it'll be second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Oh, what a catch! Back to the end zone. Did he get the feet in? Did he? No! Couldn't get the feet in. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to try another deep one here. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shot away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
The wind was at a sales, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
Yeah, as a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down, but you know how you can tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right, the coverage rolls right with them, flows right with them. So whether he threw it from the pocket or near the sideline in that case, I think we were in store for a similar result.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. They go play action on first down. Down the field, he's got Wilson. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and that's a Steelers first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking quickly here.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
They need some extra time to think over third and long. We've got a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Gotta figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. It's caught by Wilson. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on second down. From the pistol, Hurts. Forced out to his right. Got his man. That's the rookie out of pit. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. Second down out the window. They're backed up here for third down. Hurts now from the gun. Completed over the middle. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Well, third and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. A lot of minutes on the move here. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles reduce the lead to just 4. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. To the left side, reeled in by Wilson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 17-14 ball game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers make it a 9-point advantage. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Eagles 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's trying to push the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Bails out of the pocket quick. That's caught by A.J. Brown. Decent game here, but short of the first. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And they catch it behind the line on the outside. Some great range there by the defense to force 4th down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. When they don't get the catch they need there, their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Airing it out to start this drive. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Short pass brought in, and he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing. You're getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking in the air here. Trying for the touchdown. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he wasn't chancing to return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Look at that power, deep left side. That's complete inside the 35. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Hurts on 1st down. Firing one deep for the end zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a one-score game in the 1st half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Wilson with a return here. Things going well so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Air it out on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. The Steelers set to punt it. And Anais Smith back deep for the Eagles. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense in the hurry up here. Man in motion here. Back to throw, Hurts. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Flush out now to his left. That's complete to Goedert. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
And the Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. here's Hurts. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Offensive line fast.
It's fourth down.
Hurts yet again. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now they face 2nd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Hurts from his end zone. Finds Barkley underneath. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. 3rd and long for him here. This is back. Here's Barkley. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Trimmer.
For it with Barkley. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
He's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And that's a pitch for a touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers bump the lead up to 13 points. Now Boswell on to send this away. Set to return. Here's Anaya Smith. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. From the pistol, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally stepped up, ripped up that strip. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Hurts trying again on second down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Getting out to his left. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down throwing for Hurts. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles get it back to within 6. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. You got the touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take the lead on that successful kick.
Steelers 34. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboys 18,
Airing it out to start this drive. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drag him out right near that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter. Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. They got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Another throw here on 2nd down. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Throw here, 3rd down. Metcalf's got it, complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punting unit out now. It'll be Cameron Johnston doing the honors.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And an Eagles first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. Escapes the defender. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now Hurts. He's got it in the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone on 1st. That's incomplete left side. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts looking to throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead to 7. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this 2nd half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus. But you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Sticking to the air here. Put this underneath. Johnson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Setting up to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking Isaac TeSlaw's way. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Let's go.
And they're going for this. He's looking deep once again. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His third through the air this game. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers cut the lead down to just 2.
Steelers 41. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. This is complete, downfield to Smith. Down to the 10. And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push this to an 8-point game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push the lead to 2 scores now.
Steelers 41.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Wilson with the return here. This makes it up to the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
That's good for us, Steelers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. Floats out long, but they couldn't connect.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Here's the backup. 1st throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Jerome Baker has it. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to the air following that pick 6. toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, Howard. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
And it's incomplete. Way deep into the bag of tricks there on second down. Probably expect something a little more conventional here on third.
It's now third down and more.
Third and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Fourth and forever coming up.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Desperation time here. Taking a deep shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead.
There are a couple different ways now to win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup.
And that's no good. They missed the try. They needed that extra point, Brock, and now still trailing in this two-possession game. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Hey, 73, 73.
On first down, Hurts. And And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers have some new life in the fourth.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
This is complete to Perry. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Offense up to the line fast.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be third and goal. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now, and you turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
They'll run with Johnson. Ooh, no luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on third and goal. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it. Just make there, they had to have that one. It really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but he sacked 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. And you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Howard out of the pistol here. Defender runs right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Short pass brought in, and he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Back to throw it. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Steelers first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They are throwing it again. And he put everything he's got behind it. Risky throw, it's intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The game of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 2-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He'll throw it. That's his back. Here's Barkley. All right, so there's the stop they needed, Brock. Got him behind the line, and their offense should get another chance with the football here.
It's fourth down.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he puts some air under this one. Right side. He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal. Barkley. Will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He got maybe a yard there, so a long third and goal coming up.
It's now third and goal.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off, but now they're going in with a little extra momentum.
Yeah, momentum, confidence, belief, whatever you want to throw into kind of that recipe. But bottom line, you want to be playing your best football when it matters the most, and they did today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.